Is it dark?
Sort my hair out. That's all right.
We're
live!
So,
Woo!
I don't know if anyone is here. Is anyone here? Anyone is here?
If you are, you've just...
Oh, wow.
I was about to say, you've just seen us go live without any problems, but a video started playing on the other computer.
Because that went live.
Sorry, everyone. Here it is. Here it is.
Are we live?
We
are we
are
live? Can you
live.
hear us?
Hi,
Can you hear
Miran.
us? Hi, Miran. Can
How
you hear us?
are you doing? Of course they can hear us. Everything's fine. You set it up perfectly today. No issues whatsoever.
Oh, they can hear us. Can you see us? You can hear us and you can see us.
Hello, Harut. Hello, Lee. Hello, Habiba. Oh, Schlager's here.
Oh, Schlager.
Oh, we're blessed
darling,
with royalty tonight.
Schlager, darling. Thank you for joining in.
Oh, we
bless
are
you,
privileged.
Schlager. When are you coming to visit us, Schlager? You promised
He
us a
said
visit.
next week.
Next year.
Next year.
We can't wait. Schlager,
Oh.
come visit us.
Yes.
Hello,
yes.
Jake.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Jackie.
Gosh, they're flooding in now.
Yes.
Flooding in.
And it's great to see you all. Let's see. I can't believe we've done live and no technical difficulties yet. Yet. Is that the first time we are doing live and there is no technical difficulties? Probably there will be like a power cut or something.
Because you've got your glasses on.
Oh, I've got my glasses. I can see. I can see
tonight.
Yeah, I'm
and
smart. I decided to have the smart look.
Hello from Russia. Hello back to you. You are very
Hello.
welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Oh, it's so lovely to see all of you that coming into this live
From
chat.
everywhere.
Yes.
Mr. Footballista is back. Woo!
You guys need a podcast. But we like to see ourselves, and the podcast is like, we are a bit.
There's a level of narcissism we'll lose
a
just
bit,
doing a podcast.
Yeah, we don't want just to hear us, especially not my English accent.
Then you wouldn't be able to see my funny faces.
Yes.
Now, I have to tell you guys, I'm on the wine tonight.
Are you? I'm on the tea tonight, as usual.
Yeah, it's been a week, as I'm sure everyone will agree. Well, it's been almost
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's been a fortnight.
Oh, you can do a visual podcast too.
Oh.
So,
what about a reaction? Sorry, I'm going straight into...
before we are going to answer your question, just to summarize what we are doing here and to welcome you all. Last week, we've done a first live following the horrific events from the 7th of October in Israel. Following that, there is a war. And we decided last week, we support Israel. We're going live. We want to know that
we're thinking of you.
But we thought, okay, we need to do it more. So this time, after this live, we posted that in the pinned message. We are going to move to Zoom. So if you actually want to talk to us in the Zoom meeting,
real time,
the link is in the pinned message. And you can, join in, discuss with us, talk, share. We are here for you. This platform is more us talking than listening, really.
Yeah.
But
in Zoom, you can get involved a bit more.
Yes.
And try and talk more than us, which...
So... We are here. Already we have questions about Junior Eurovision. I mean, if you follow us in our channel over the years, we are struggling with reacting to Junior Eurovision just because we are trying to be nice.
No, we find it hard to be nice. So that's why we don't react to Junior Eurovision, because it's not nice to be not nice to children. And we can't not be not nice because we're just real. If we don't like a song, we just say this is rubbish.
But what we do and what we did in the last 2 years is just a reaction to the recap. And if you remember last year when we've done the reaction to recap, we straight away picked up the French song, and we were rooting for this French song from the beginning.
What was his name? I can't remember his name. What's his name, guys? Can't remember. But he annihilated. He was
the magic.
Oh. Gosh.
Hello, Vika. Thank you for joining.
Everyone.
Thank you. Ask us. join us. Tell us what.
Lissandro, yes.
Oh, thanks,
thank
Jay.
you.
Thanks,
thank
Jay.
you.
Thank you. Oh, look at them, how they are so good and remembering, and we're just
there for the fun.
Yeah, we can't remember anything. Like we are not Wee blogs.
We remember the things. I was going to say that we like, but that's not true because we can't remember his name. And
so this is maybe we should just warm the engines a bit for Eurovision. I mean, it's
hard to get back in the zone with everything that's going on. It's hard to just sit down and go, yeah, let's make a fun video when this week is getting more and more dreadful. More and more dreadful. Just
yes, it's really hard. It's I don't know. I can't have enough words to say how much I'm with the Israeli people and how much I feel for the Israeli people, and I feel for all of those civilians in Palestine that needs to flee their homes and protect themselves. And it's really hard to. Some people ask me, "What do you think is the solution?" What is the solution? There is no solution.
There isn't an immediate solution. There is a ideal which could be worked towards, but it takes a lot from both sides to compromise and reach that ideal. And
I would like to talk here today also about the gay community and how we see many of the gay community standing and shouting Free Palestine, Israel is pink brainwashing and all of that. And I know you have a lot to say about it.
I do have a lot to say on
that. Say it.
I'm support who you want to support people, support everyday people, yes. But when I've seen, and we saw it when we saw Netta years ago, people standing with a flag that says Queers for Palestine. And supporting Palestine is great. Having a cause, supporting people is great. But saying that you're gay and you support a culture which would not accept you and would possibly align with many of the other cultures in the Middle East, and that is capital punishment for being homosexual, is really strange to me. I don't know how you can say that aspect of yourself makes your support better when actually it shows you haven't really thought beyond what you're shouting.
I said to those people that I remember in that Netta show that they were waiting outside and protesting against Netta just because, she's and I asked them, do you think you can stand in the middle of Gaza with this sign?
And we had it as well in 2019 when at Eurovision when Hatari came. So Hatari were very vocal about how much they dislike Israel.
Yeah.
Yet Israel still let a very queer, a very vocally hateful of that country into their country. They welcomed them. They allowed them to form. They didn't try and shut them down. I'm pretty sure if I formed a gay techno group and tried to go to Iran and said, I hate Iran, I don't know if the result would be anywhere near the same. Let's be real. So there's this weird narrative that some people have with their passionate feelings. And I think, there's a country, whether people agree if Israel should or shouldn't exist, that's in the past. It does exist right now. It exists. You can go to Israel and go to a pride parade. You can go to Israel, move to Israel and work, and you are protected legally against prejudice for your sexuality. That doesn't exist in any other Middle Eastern country. You can be a woman in Israel and have equal rights. That doesn't exist
almost
in any other, there's a strange impassion people have about who they are and how that reflects what they support. And it's odd.
I think the LGBT community, when they're supporting blindly almost Free Palestine and all of that, I think it's the lack of understanding and knowledge. And I think it's that basic feeling of connecting to the minority. If it makes sense what I'm saying. It's like connecting to the weak. And I get it. I completely get why you want to connect to the weak, because we are, the LGBT is a minority. But really think through what you are, what is the
I've seen a meme where there's a picture of people with Queers for Palestine, and then underneath there's a load of chickens with a banner that says "Chickens for KFC." Like, that's so naughty, but it's so, like, it just shows. Yeah.
What do you feel? Tell us in the comments.
I'm not trying to ignore Superior Records. I think he or she was in the last video as well and has said "Free Palestine" twice and put the flag. So I'm not ignoring you. We are not here to be politically. We hear you, and yes, we want peace. We want both peoples to be able to live together. I want to be able to go and visit Israel again, because I love visiting Israel.
I titled this video on purpose, Israel-Hamas war. This is not a war between Israel and Palestine. This is a war between Israel and Hamas. And this is something that we really, really need to understand. Israel is not against Palestinian people. Israel is against the terror, the organization, terrorist
that
Hamas.
Literally state they want to destroy Israel. That's mad that people can then support Hamas. And
Superior, I mean, if you are saying Free Palestine, please explain us. Are you supporting Hamas, or are you, just tell us more. We are not judging here. We are not criticizing here. We are allowing everybody.
This is a safe space. Everyone can say whatever they want.
So let's see what's happening in the chat.
Okay. Monzitia says, "Sorry, I was working till very late." It's fine. You're here. We love it. Yeah. What do you do?
Yes, tell us.
Yes.
Miran says, "What shocks me in people online choosing side as if the football match and it's not human life being lost. I've heard people chatting disgusting words from both sides. It's heartbreaking." I agree. I think we should not, it's not a choice here between one side to another. It's a choice between evil, in my opinion, evil and human being. And that's the choice here. Hamas butchered and slaughtered people, babies, kids, women, men in their home, in their bed. That's a fact. I've seen some interviews this week with other, Palestinian ambassador in the UK and another influencer, YouTuber, Muslim influencer, that they're kind of saying, "Oh, give us proof that babies were butchered." You don't want to see those images. There are images. I've seen some of them. This is horrible. This is haunting me. When I've seen those videos and images, and I can only imagine the people that actually went there to save them, or to clean up, if you can say clean up. Horrified. I mean, my heart is to them. Nobody needs to see those kind of things. So anyway, what else?
Just need to interject. I know we're having a very serious chat, but Leonardo DiCaprio's son is a fantastic name. I saw that and I nearly laughed whilst you were talking. That's brilliant. I love it. I love that. It's fantastic.
Mr. Fobalista saying something really interesting. You can be gay in Lebanon, actually. I know some gay people there, and they have gay clubs as well. So it's not only Israel. Been in Beirut many times. I've seen so many gay couples.
Good.
It's very good. And I think Lebanon, until the 70s or 80s, was a very, very liberal country. And I know that there was a big change once the extremist Islamistic took control of the country and make it more Islamic, if I can say that. The thing is, it's a shame, because we need, it doesn't matter which religious you are, you are.
Amani says, "I think it's still illegal to be gay in Lebanon, though." Schlager's going now.
Bye, Schlager.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. See you soon. Love you. Bye. Just again, for all those just join us in just last minute, following after this live, which is due to finish at 8:30 UK time. I don't know what is the time in your local time. 45 minutes from now, we are moving to a Zoom chat. It is the link for the Zoom is in the pinned message. If you want to join us to speak to us,
have a proper chit chat,
you are more than welcome.
Yeah,
there. It would be nice to see some people and talk to you. Really, on real.
Hugs from Barcelona. Thank you, Lumar. Many hugs back to you.
So let's put aside for a second and let's see what's happening with Eurovision, because I'm kind of disconnected completely from what's happening.
Completely disconnected.
I know there are two.
Someone asked earlier, what do we think about Luxembourg coming back?
Well, we owe you a video. We owe you a video for Luxembourg Eurovision, and it will come. It will come once.
I can't read your name. I'm afraid there's some Russian characters and or Greek. That's Greek characters, isn't it? Sorry. And
it's Russian.
Is it Russian?
Russian characters.
Okay. I can't read your name. I'm sorry, but great question. Great question. I'm very excited, but then I'm also like, what is it? What is it going to be like? What is
Luxembourg?
Yeah. What sound is it going to be? Is it just going? Is it going to be like another Englishy European Western sound, or could there be something crazy that comes out of that?
Close to French.
Yeah,
it will be more French. But I don't know. I think
it's exciting.
I think it's great that Luxembourg is coming back after 30-something years. They left. So David says French ballad.
yes.
My name is Aliona.
I'm very sorry, I can't read your name.
So
I'm just a Brit.
So Luxembourg is coming back. I don't know if there is any new or coming back countries. I don't know. Please tell us because we don't know. Thank you, Janro. Thank you so much for this message.
Now, I know you wanted to move on, but Mr. Footballista, you're a great participant, has said, Islamists destroyed everything. They go to countries that are open and want them to obey their rules. Christians don't go to Saudi Arabia and change their rules. Now, that's very interesting because we had a chat with Joy when he came at the weekend. And I said, isn't it fascinating that, and maybe I said it in the last video, Christians don't have the same emotional draw to the land of Israel, Jerusalem. They are happy to be, like it's there and it's holy and we might visit it, but they don't want to live there. But Joyce pointed out, is like, remember what the Christians did in the Crusades. And remember how bloody awful Christians, they literally went up to the Middle East and slaughtered everyone just because. So it's kind of like Christians did that and they've already had that period. And now they're just quite happy to have their faith and not get too violent with it. Whereas perhaps Islam, because it's younger, hasn't gone through the same life development that the religion has. But then you said, I don't think Jews have ever gone anywhere and just killed people. They've always been the ones being murdered and chased away. So it's interesting. It's really, really interesting. And that links in with some of the ideals that we talked about earlier, the women's rights and the LGBT rights. I'm sure Christians would have done the same thing hundreds of years ago to gay people. Well, in fact, they did. And women didn't have the same rights back then. It's like a life cycle of religion that.
But I'm sure you can find Muslims that are very liberal.
Of course.
And even though they're religious, they're very liberal and accepting, and
they're a Christian nut jobs as well.
So I'm just I don't know. I don't know what's the drive. I do they want to control the world? I don't understand. I really don't get it. But let's keep it light.
We want to spread some positivity.
Let's talk about Eurovision. So who said There was some North Macedonia. Jano says North Macedonia will be coming back too. And
excellent.
On the way back, I was in town today, and on the way back, I heard a North Macedonia 2021 song, Here I Stand.
Oh.
And you know what? It made me connect to Israel. The words. That's the feeling it made me feel. But welcome back, North Macedonia.
Bring Vasil back.
Yeah, why not?
Getting back from the US. And
so what else is happening here? Sara says, so sad what's happening because of Hamas, no matter who is affected. Galit says, you should see Nokia. She's sang in the Tikva in the US. We've seen that.
Oh,
we've seen that.
The second time I had a massive cry in that first week. Like,
bless her. Bless her. And I heard that Cherry Maimon is going to perform in New York as well, singing the Tikva, the anthem of both Israel and the US. I want to see that. I want to see that.
Oh my gosh, she'll be able to belt the US anthem. Yeah, because your anthem is very emotional. It makes you very sad, but there isn't, like, putting everything aside, there isn't much vocally you can do in your national anthem. It's a bit, it's like ours. Ours is so drab. It's all like one note. And there's no.
But the US anthem.
The US anthem's like you can sing that.
You can bet. Kenneth, are you miserable again? Kenneth is so miserable in the recent days. Really, really miserable. He's always. Oh, look at him!
Who is it?
Koi, say hello to everybody.
Hi.
I know how much you love.
He loves being on camera. Adores it.
You know what? Eurovision season is coming. Is starting soon. So we need to check the contract.
Yeah, you have to be in the videos.
Let's see what else is happening here. Sarah saying, I love that Luxembourg is returning, and I accept. Yes, they will do something in French. Lee saying, can't wait to see Luxembourg. How do you say debut?
Debut.
Debut. Next year, I think people are expecting a bit too much.
When did they last?
80 something.
Was it 80s? Yeah.
80 something they left. Yeah, I think. Or 92? 92. When did Luxembourg left?
So they'll all know.
Yeah,
we won't, but you all got. You guys.
We are not Webby blogs. We said we explained that already. Miran saying about Eurovision, Benidorm Fest is releasing the participating song in 3 weeks, and then Albania announced. Yes, Albania needs to give us the Christmas gift. Yeah, every year it's the Christmas gift from Albania. What else is happening? David is saying how to say how anti-Semitic a lot of people are, but do you think Israel could have a similar increase in vote that Ukraine got? What do you mean? What in Eurovision?
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. No way. No way. Absolutely no way. This is
no way.
No way. Gio, all religious at the moments of crimes, whether of survival reasons or because of the connection between nationalism and religion that often go hand in hand. I agree. I kind of agree with that statement. Benjamin Cyprus, General says, I've selected the acts for Eurovision. Belgium is sending a guy who does a lot of dark pop. Cyprus sending a 16-year-old girl, likely gonna be a pop banger.
Yes. Excellent.
You know us. We love a pop banger. Yeah.
Is it? The last? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, the last significant 16-year-old girl at adult Eurovision was, oh Jesus, I can't remember.
What are you talking about?
Oh God, it was a rubbish song, but I loved it. And at the end, she did it. I can't even remember what year it was. Like It? Is it called Like It? It's called Like It.
Like It.
She was 16. I can't remember. Was it Lithuania?
Yeah.
I still love.
Belarus.
Song.
Sorry,
Love
we got. Miran says Belarus.
Yes. Oh, just I hope it's like that. Like a. Yeah.
Sara says they left in 1993.
93.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it is literally 30 years.
Ooh.
Do you think Eurovision should change the rules for every country to speak in their language? I feel we are losing the culture part of it. many English songs is boring. This is an old debate about Eurovision. And
it's old, but it's relevant, I think. Like, remember when we're reacting and we're listening to a song that's in English, we're like, yeah. And then they drop in their own language, how much we lose our shit. We're like, oh my God, it sounds so much better now. I love it when I feel like it's the singers are able to sing better and with more sincerity in their own language.
I agree.
But I don't think it should be forced. But I don't know how else you can encourage more of the own language to come in. And
I think many of the good Israeli songs were sung in Hebrew. Like let's High of Rahaza, it's Hebrew and with a lot of che. So I think that, you know,
and Netherlands last year, wasn't that like the first time in Dutch for years and years and years and years and years?
2021
last year,
22, yeah.
And that was just really special, just because. And Armenia went into Armenian in the song at the end this year, and we were like, suddenly, yes, this made it so much better.
Gio says it should be like in Junior Eurovision, where a percentage of the song has to be in national language. Yeah, I mean, I'm not
yes and no.
I'm not against it, but sometimes when you are forced to
and sometimes that change, then change to English, then highlights how much better the original language sounded, or they were singing better. So that could have a negative impact. Because then suddenly you're like, oh, this sounds really bad in English. I don't know.
It really depends. I think Lithuania last year, when she sang only the bridge in the in their language, I don't know. It's hard. I think it depends on the song itself
and the singer.
Yeah,
because some artists are brilliant at switching, and it's seamless.
What is Lee saying? It's not as tough. We haven't had non-English songs winning in recent times. You had Salvador in 2017, Manskin in 2021, and then Ukraine last year. Non-English songs do win. And hello, Almog Yaakov. Yes. I mean, but again, it should be a decision of the delegations, and I don't think it should be forced.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those things where, if you're good in what you're doing, and and you can be creative, and you can come up with an idea, why not? Bring it on. Bring the languages.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Gio, how else would you encourage to use of national languages then? Should maybe the jury criteria award to use the native songs? Are we talking about the juries now?
Yikes!
I don't know what's the latest. I don't know what's the latest with the juries. I thought there were some discussions about the power of the juries, whether to reduce it a bit. I don't know. Please educate us, because we are not Webby blogs. Tell us if anything changed or not decided yet. Don't know.
Drama.
As a result of Salvador winning, I'm sure 2018 had the most non-English songs participating quite some time. I can't remember.
I guess the top 3 were all English.
I guess you're right. Miran says to Gio, just let people decide. If countries see that people vote native songs more, they will encourage us in native songs. Almog is asking how you're going to make reaction videos for Junior. I guess you missed what we said about Juniors here.
Not the songs in full, because we can't filter our honest opinions, and that's not fair to children.
Yes, we would like to protect those kids from our tongue. Okay,
we're just being real. We can't not be real.
Yes, I don't know when is so. The first song, I think it will be Albania, but I think Ukraine. When is Ukraine doing their selection? I don't know. I think there is a date already. I don't know if it's December or January. I don't know.
I can't wait to see what the UK does this year.
Apparently there is a rumor that UK already picked a song.
Oh God. Oh God.
And they are not going to release it until later.
Oh God.
And also, the UK is not joined up this year with Tap.
No, didn't Tap could be like, no, we're out.
So we can't wait to see what the UK is bringing.
I can. I don't understand how we did such a U-turn, and I'm guessing the same kind of people were involved in both years, if it was Tap and the BBC. And how did we go from this fantastic performer, like out of this world performer, to this year's performer who, gosh, she's lovely. She's lovely, and I love seeing her on Instagram. But my God,
she couldn't sing well.
We should have come last. It was, and I'm like, you guys must have known what her abilities were like for that whole time. Surely it didn't come as a surprise. You knew what Sam could do immediately, so you must have known what she. Oh gosh, whew. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Would you want to see Rina Sawayama represent the UK? We did react to a song by
We actually sent a message to Scott Mills last year to say, why don't you do her? And then there were rumours that it might be her, and we're like, oh my God, it was because of us, And then it wasn't. Obviously it wasn't. But
maybe she doesn't want to.
Yeah, there's a feeling in the UK that it is a joke, really. And if you do it, that's kind of the death of your career. However, yes, I would, because I don't think we've had a non-white Brit represent for such a long time. So seeing a dual national would be amazing. Also, the song we reacted to of hers with Pablo Vittar is
great.
Amazing.
Follow me?
Follow me.
Fantastic.
I'm not massively in love with some of her other songs that I've heard, but I love the idea that we would send a dual national. Just, show off that Britain is so multicultural. Not just for another white person.
But the UK hosts the Eurovision this year. They are not planning to host it for the next 20 years. So that's fine. Not a problem there. What did I about? So in half an hour, as we said in the beginning of this video, if you joined us just recently to this video, we are going to move to Zoom to speak to you if you wish. We invite you, Israelis, if you want to speak, to share, to tell us your experiences and all of that. And of course, everyone else is invited. We would like to meet some of you, all of you, whomever wants to join in. The link to this Zoom is in the pinned message at the top of this chat.
Mr. Footballista has said, do you like the idea of more countries outside Europe joining, like Australia? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I live for Kazakhstan in Junior Eurovision, and I'm like, why aren't you in the adult?
Unfortunately, they're not participating this year.
I
think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they've withdrawn from Juniors Eurovision. I don't know.
I want more different sounds. That's what I love about Eurovision. That different countries bring something different and allowing different cultures.
There were many rumors over the years since we started to do this channel that there will be a Eurovision Asia. And it
would be fascinating.
It never happened, and I think they froze this decision for whatever reason. I think that would be really
fascinating. The diversity in the music in that competition would be unreal. To think you'd have North Korea bringing like a girl group having an absolute banger. You'd have Japan send some shit J-pop thing for sure that would come last because everybody would be like, what the hell is this? Then you'd have India sending like a very traditional.
But Japan needs to know that the limit for the people on stage is 6.
It's only 6. No, that's Korean. Korean girl groups. Every Korean idol group has like 25 members. But then there is the Japanese girl group, AKB48. They have 48 members at all times. And when they get too old, they leave and are replaced by younger members. So then you'd have like Indonesia. And like Asia would be amazing. Amazing. New Zealand, Australia. Then you'd have Middle Eastern countries potentially coming in. Oh, it would be so good. It would be so good.
And Kazakhstan is part of the EPO. So I don't understand why they are not interested in participating in the Eurovision.
Maybe it's the money. I don't know how much it costs for a country to.
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
You see, the richer countries have better production values.
A lot
in the finals, but Oh, I'm just thinking of that ballad from Kazakhstan Junior Eurovision 2 or 3 years ago. The little boy. Oh, good God. It's perfection. Oh.
I suggest you listen to Loreen's new song. Miran says, Is it love? And tell us your thoughts. Really? Do you want us to listen to that? How different it is from Tattoo.
Yeah.
Be honest. Be honest. I want to listen to the same. What's the
something that sounds like the music I already listened to, but with different words.
Japan should send J-Rock if
now I don't want you to think I just slagged off Japan, because I am obsessed with certain Japanese artists. I had a phase where I was completely into J-pop, and J-pop is divided into proper J-pop, which is I think horrendous and really, really dreadful. And then they have a very strong rock scene, and it's called Visual K, and it's the bands have an extreme aesthetic, and they look amazing. I'm not into rock, so I've tried to listen to them in the past, and I'm like, I want to like this, but I can't. But they look fantastic, and that would translate to a stage brilliantly. But I don't think Japan would send a rock song. I think they would stick with, or they'd send Hatsune Miku, who doesn't exist. I wonder if that's a rule. Do you have to send an actual person to Eurovision?
What do you mean?
So Hatsune Miku is an artist who's been around in Japan for like maybe 20 years, but she's not real. She is an animated character, and her vocals are all generated by a computer. But she has concerts. She goes on tour, and thousands of people watch, like, you know, the ABBA Voyage thing? That's what Hatsune Miku has been for a long time. She's not a real artist, but she's huge and so successful. And it's such a Japanese idea.
If Ireland send a Turkey Muppet,
yes. It's a Vocaloid. She's known as a Vocaloid. She's recently done a collaboration with Pokemon as well. But it's mad. When you try and explain to someone, Hatsune Miku, really, really successful artist in Japan, isn't real. She doesn't exist. She's not a thing. It's mad.
Let's see what else is happening. Almog is saying there are rumors that Israel withdrew from Eurovision this year because of the war.
I think right now they're not even considering.
Yeah, I don't think. I know that Rising Star should have started already, and
was it going to be Rising Star again?
It was supposed to be Rising Star.
I see.
Bless you, boy. Sorry, can't stay. But
who's leaving?
To come by and leave a like. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, Caroline.
Eurovision season is very, very soon. I'm kind of waiting for it because I want my mind to be focused on something else, or force my mind to be focused on something else. Tonico says Spain has spent 600,000 in 2022, and look at the result.
And it bloody paid off.
Look at the result.
Look
at the result. Miran says, in my opinion, I just said it because I've heard Goy doesn't hate Loreen's old.
No, I don't hate Loreen's whole discography. I have an album, the album that Euphoria, that came out just after, I think is really, really nice. Really, really nice. And we made our thoughts on that song very clear this year, and that I think Swedish bias always happens.
They can't hear you. What you saying? What you say? They can't hear you.
I think there's a Swedish bias.
Swedish bias. How are you saying that? It's not like it was planned to be 50 years since ABBA's winning from last year. Is ABBA participating this year? Because I've seen different articles saying differently. What does Weeby Blog say about that? I mean,
stop it.
I mean, no. I mean, is ABBA uniting? Are going to be united?
I find it really funny that there's this theory that Loreen won so that ABBA could perform on the 50th year, when the theory that Sweden just always does really well is much more plausible. You don't need to think any more than that. It's just Sweden always does so well. It has a head start. Don't go too complex. Keep your conspiracy theories grounded.
But let's not forget that Loreen did not win the public vote. So if it was only public vote, this Eurovision would have been in Finland.
Think the juries are needed for sure. And there was a comment earlier, I did read it, but I missed it, where they said there should be more than 5 members and the voting should be more controlled. And I absolutely agree. I think 5 people is far too few to give an accurate representation compared to millions of people in the public. But there needs to be the balance. For sure, there needs to be the balance. Because we all know the public, and it's their right, vote for whatever reason they want. The public, no one who watches Eurovision at home sits down and goes, I have a criteria that I'm going to vote to. They shouldn't. They should just vote on what they want. But balancing that out with jurors who do have a criteria, I think is key. Key, definitely.
But within the charts, and I know you don't like to talk about it, but within the charts over the world, Lorraine did much better than Kajal.
Everything.
You know, with this song specifically. So, I mean, it just shows that juries do represent the professional music in the world.
Yes, but 5 is not very many people. 5 people is so few. You know that. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a tough
There's no perfect formula.
It's a tough one.
What about? I don't know if anyone's asked, but what about the no juries in semis? How do we feel about that? How did you guys feel that there were no juries in the semis? Because that was a big thing, and we all dealt with it and then moved on. And actually, it is a big thing. Do we want that to happen again?
It will happen again. Probably it will happen again, and I guess it happened because of they've tried to avoid corruption, like making sure that the same countries or the countries will qualify. I don't know how much it affected really the results.
That's a good comment from Gio. The jury should also come from a more diverse background because certain genres are always at a disadvantage. Loreen doing well in the charts makes sense because it's formulaic and perfect for radio. That's a very good point. What did Germany do?
But do we know the juries from each country?
They're revealed after, aren't they? You can go and find out, but I think by that point, no one really cares. Yeah,
right. But I don't know.
That is a good point, though. Very good point.
And Joe has also said, but I don't think Eurovision should just be about which song is the most radio friendly. I think that's what Eurovision is about, right? But at the same time, it's quite a tough one because Eurovision got more and more popular over the last decade or so because I guess there were very radio friendly songs participating or winning. You know, we can all remember Armenia from 2022 that Snap reached like the position 20 or something, and it was like
everywhere. I still don't understand.
And it's still playing in Spain. When I'm going to Gran Canaria,
Gran Canaria here all the time.
It's like in Los 40.
Los 40.
What else?
But I still think, well, in the UK for sure, I still think there's a significant amount of people that watch Eurovision on the night, and that is it. They're not following anything before. And it would be very interesting to know the majority of votes. There's no way of knowing this, but if they come from people who have heard all the songs before the night and are fans and are following it, or just people who've sat down, because I still think there's an element of your performance needs to wow and grab, no matter how good and radio friendly your song might be. And it could have been listened by all the fans in the run up. You could have a landslide performance from just people on the night who go, oh my God, I love that so much, who might never listen to it again. And that's really fun. I love that aspect as well, that a casual viewer can just get involved and they have just as much sway as everyone else.
Yes. The first thing I have in my mind is the grannies from Russia.
Exactly.
Who was going to... Tell us here if you are still listening to this song.
Party for everybody, dance. Come on,
like would you choose,
if it came on, I would.
Would you choose to listen to it? That's my question.
Do any of you have it on a playlist?
Choose to listen to it. If it comes on ESC Radio, or if it
similarly, the Butter song from Poland.
Yes.
Does anyone put that on a playlist? However, it comes on, we all remember and have a very positive reaction to it and just go, hey! So, I just love it. I love Eurovision.
Eurovision, right. Eurovision is giving us life, isn't it?
Gia says, another issue is that oftentimes juries talk with each other, even though they shouldn't influence each other. Absolutely.
You need to be a
true.
referee in those rooms.
Yeah, Gio's got some good ideas and some knowledge.
And we will buy you a whip as well if you'd like, you know.
I can't read your Hebrew name. It says more juries would mean every country would need to spend more to participate. Fair. There's no formula here. We just, you know.
Mr. Footballista saying, I think for you watching and hearing the songs long before makes them grow on you, but for a normal viewer that only watches Eurovision once, Lauren, I think it's also down to the fact that as much as I like the Eurovision fandom, we usually get it wrong, right? You know, all of us, we have this mindset that, oh, we know what qualifying, we know what's gonna win or what will be top 10, and then in the night itself, it usually doesn't match, and that's fine because, you know, but I think that it's because we are listening to it much more than the average
and the
viewer.
feedback in the comments sways what we think will and won't qualify and how well something will do. If, you know, a song gets loads and loads and loads of people saying, oh my god, this is amazing, it's amazing, we start to think, well, of course it's going to qualify, when it may not. But and Mr. Footballista, people who only watch on the night seeing Loreen, Sweden's performance looked sublime on the television this year. It looked like a music video. Once again, they sent a live act that looked like a music video that had been edited and shot with perfection. I can't take that away from them. Just think it was a bit boring.
I kind of looking forward to see what they come up with in the Eurovision. I know that there are a lot of conversation about shortening the event, which is a good idea because the event over in the last few years was like 4 hours or so, and they decided.
No, I'm fine with that.
And they decided we're gonna cut it short to 3 hours.
How?
I don't know.
How is that possible?
No, they do give like 40 minutes.
Because Sweden always need at least extra half an hour to set up their staging. Every year. Sweden bring more staging and they have to have a pause.
Yeah, I don't know. I think cutting it from 4 hours to 3 hours is a challenge, but I think they're giving a lot of time to vote, like around 40 minutes to vote. So that's where
I don't think it needs to be shortened. I add an extra hour. I'd be fine with that.
No, it's too much. Come on. By the end of it, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, but
I'm old. I'm exhausted. I want to go to sleep after like so many hours.
And it's usually later for everyone else than us, isn't it?
Gio said, I don't want to short it slow though. It only happens once a year.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I love the feeling after semi-final 2 has finished and the super excitement of who's going to qualify is done, and then you've just got the excitement of the final to look forward to. And then when the final is finished, there's the void. There's the void, just
the depression.
Yeah.
Who, guys, in the chat, tell us. And just before my question to you, as I said a few times over this video, if you just joined us, we are moving to Zoom after this. The link in the pinned message. If you want to chat with us, this is your opportunity to join in. But I want to ask you, if you need to pick a country that you are really, really looking forward their entry this year, who's gonna be? Let us know. Let us know in that chat box who is the real, you know, that you really want, looking forward to hear what they come up.
Is it the country that every year you feel that way?
Yes.
Like,
I don't know what the answer of my question for myself. I want this year an open race.
Yeah.
I really want, like 2018, like we didn't know until the night who's gonna win.
Yeah,
Eurovision.
The last 2 years have been
3 even
a bit dull because we knew the winner back in March.
Even earlier than that, you know, and I think I want really an open race. And
I want a result like 1998.
Oh my God.
When it was down to literally the last number that was said by that final juror, blew up everything.
But with
the public, it's kind of different now. But still, I want to watch the jury.
I think 2018 was the closest in terms of the drama. I think because literally we didn't know until the last point, until the last country that was called, or the one to last. Let's see. Spain and Serbia. I've been loving their entries lately. They are trying something new. Portugal, because I'm Portuguese, Tonico says. Miran
Absolutely
says,
fine.
for me, Israel, I really want them in the competition and looking forward to the entry. Gio says, Spain and Serbia are giving me what Cyprus isn't, my East country. I'm sick of English pop songs. UK, because I want to know if they will keep their actual good songs. Portugal, and I hope Australia comes back. Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know yet if Australia is coming back, and yeah, and maybe a new winner. Maybe we'll have a new winner.
A country that hasn't won.
Yeah,
that would be really fun. That would be really great.
Yes,
first time win for someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
don't know who I'm most excited for.
Ukraine. No.
So normally my go-to is Ukraine is going to send something amazing, and haven't liked the last two, and I'm jaded that this year's did so well with the public again when it wasn't that interesting. Like, at least Kalush Orchestra was very interesting. I didn't like it, but it was very Ukrainian. Like, it was out there, their usual standard of variety. This year's, sorry, wasn't that.
Any of you in this chat are planning to go to Malmo this year? We haven't decided yet, have we?
I think we should. I think we should apply for press, and if we get it, we should make the most of that.
We'll discuss.
Yes,
we will discuss.
But yes.
What's happening? What's else happening?
Gia said would also love a return from Turkey.
Yes.
I would give anything for that. Anything. And have a DC come back. Have a DC come back as this mature, beautiful middle-aged woman with like a sweeping, epic Turkish ballad and just annihilate it. The dream. I want her in a big flowing white dress with the reveal halfway through with like a really dark bridge maybe, and the dress comes off and then she's wearing a black dress underneath, and big wind machine.
Have you
Turkey.
seen the Maltese artist and song name? Is there already?
What, the song is it out? No, it can't be out. We've started. David says, I would like the UK to send something different instead of pop, maybe rock or country.
Country is not a very British thing, is it?
No. But I mean, I appreciate your comment. I don't like rock music, so I don't want them to do that. And I just want us to I don't know. I don't know what to suggest for the UK.
Let's just park it. It's 8 minutes to go to this live. We've discussed about Eurovision a lot. We are inviting you, as I said, to our Zoom chat after this. If you are from Israel and you want
anywhere,
it doesn't matter, and you want to join in, please join in to this Zoom. We will try to have like a respectful conversation in this Zoom. And we would love to.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean I have to behave?
I lost my hope with you.
Okay. Thank you.
What else? So this live is again following those horrific events from the 7th of October in Israel, and then the war Israel is having now against the Hamas, and this video is titled Israel-Hamas War. This war is between Israel and the Hamas, and is not between Israel and Palestine. And Mr. Futbolista says, can you show the Zoom on YouTube? Can you guide me how to do it? Because I did spend.
He tried to look into that,
and
bearing in mind we struggle to just go live. I think that would have been a disaster.
I did try to see how I can mix it, but then I was worried about the sound, and I didn't want.
We'll record it for sure.
We will record it, And but we will like I wasn't sure, so I'm sorry. But join us to the Zoom. Why not? Why not? And you don't have to show. You don't have to turn on camera if you feel shy. Don't worry about this. It's absolutely fine.
Lily says, "Where's the link to the Zoom?" It should be in a pinned comment right at the top.
In a pinned comment in the top, please join.
I know I asked this last time, but where are you from, Mr. Footballista? I've forgotten, because you've been an excellent participant in both of these videos. I'm interested to know where you're from.
Yes, thank you.
Where is everyone from? Let us all know.
Yes.
I'm interested in all of you, of course.
I
know where you're from, Lee. Lee's from Barnsley. Are you on the wine as well tonight, Lee? I hope so.
What else? Anything else we want to say about what's happening?
We just love you guys.
Yes.
We love doing these and oh, here we go. Hodgepodge, 50% Albanian, 50% English. Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
Did you do a DNA test?
Yeah. Or mum and dad. I like that. Israeli, Sara's from Denmark. Oh, we knew that. David's from Wales. Of course, name like David. David. I would like England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland to participate separately. I think that would be really fun. Oh, because that's the only way we'd get a song in Gaelic in adult Eurovision. I mean, junior, there was the girl did a Gaelic a couple of years ago. Oh, that would be fantastic. I just want it to happen because I want Gaelic. I want Gaelic in.
What? So instead of being last place, you want the bottom 5?
No, I want to see. Wouldn't it be fascinating to see which, if it's England that comes last and the other 3 do really well? I think that would be the case. I think Scotland would send a banger. Scotland would send like some rave techno song with bagpipes in it, and it would be amazing. Who else we got?
Gio says there are other. Gio, if you don't mind,
yeah, we need your help.
If you don't mind, send us an email to toyandgo@gmail.com with instructions to like you are guiding a little kid with step 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I really try, and I
considering he works in IT.
Oh, stop it! I'm not good in software and hardware and like that. I'm good in other stuff.
Leonardo DiCaprio, best name ever, is Armenian Londoner. Oh, you're close to us then.
Oh, hello. Yes.
I'm from Devon.
Devon!
So, quick story. We went to see Shania Twain a number of years ago, and I love Shania Twain. And we were in the audience, and I was having the time of my life. You were bored as shit. And then she brought 2 guys up on stage and started chatting to them. I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Shania Twain's brought these guys up on stage. She turns to one of them and says, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from Brazil. She's like, oh, wow, Brazil. Then turns to the other guy, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from Devon. And I was like, are you fucking serious? That could have been me. That could have been me. They could have been me on stage with Shania Twain. But it wasn't. And I jumped out of my seat and screamed the word Devon at the top of my lungs, and everyone sat around us, which was like,
there is a video. If you really look in our
it is
archive,
on our channel.
There is a video from our Shania. It was like what, 4 years ago?
No, we went in 2018.
5 years.
It was 2018.
So it's one of the first videos. Look for it. Look for it in.
I had the time of my life.
He enjoyed it. I just filmed everything. And also, if you haven't seen it yet, I worked on an updated website for our channel. So if you don't mind, just go have a visit at toyandgoy.com. See what the site looks like now. You can find easily videos from the past,
from the archives.
From the archive, you can see how we looked like.
Yeah, see me before I lost weight. When I used to sit like this and had a big double chin.
We will finish it here. We would like to say thank you so much for everybody that joined into this chat. We love you.
We love you.
We love talking to you. We love communicating with you. We can't wait for the Eurovision season. We probably will do more of this live. We should
just do more for no reason.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't think we should wait for horrific incidents to happen to make us alive. We should just do it because it's really fun. Let us know, guys. Would you like us to go live a bit more often? I had a suggestion earlier and he shut it down. I said we should go live from my Lego room and he said no. So comment below if you'd like to see the Lego room and we can do a live video from up there maybe. Or I will.
Join us to the Zoom. Join us to the Zoom meeting that will start in about 2 minutes. We need to do a quick loo break. And
I'm going to have a cigarette.
And we will see you in the Zoom quite shortly. We're looking forward to speak to you. And until
I have never, ever, apart from, okay, so never, ever, that's hyperbole. I haven't done a proper Zoom that's more than 2 participants before. And the number of times I've done Zoom is like 5.
With our helpers. Stop telling things. Stop telling things. We did it with the TG helpers. Come on.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Until next time, guys. See you very, very soon. Bye.
Everyone thinks I'm an idiot. I can't remember